Yo, peoples! Qushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another iteration of Qushu Views Anime! Onwards to the next episode of One Piece, so let's get it started! In the last episode of One Piece, it pretty much focused on the skirmish between Hawkins and Killer. And it seems like things weren't looking all that good for Killer, because he was at risk of killing his own captain. Until Killer figured out a way to beat Hawkins and his own devil fruit power, which resulted in Hawkins losing an arm, and thus losing his sway over Kid himself. And also, he had luxurious Hawken locks. Like, I'd never seen hair that luxurious in any episode of One Piece. And with that, we saw the end of Killer versus Hawkins. So with no longer having any sway over the well-being of Kid is now fully able to dedicate all of his strength and well-being to working with Law and defeating Big Mom. A shadowy figure pulls the strings. Onigashima in flames! And we're cutting right back to Sanji. This is the moment where we found out that Sanji was basically like his siblings, as he gets hit in the face with a sword, and the sword breaks on his face. Like it doesn't even do anything. It just dents in his cheek. Wow, it wasn't even his face. It was his neck that Queen aimed for. And he just casually pulls his face back into place. Right back to when Sanji was questioning his siblings on why they're so cold. Back when his siblings beat up on Colette, finding out that Germa's got endless amounts of clones. The scientific power of Germa. Realizing that his siblings, say for Reiju, are all just soulless soldiers. Well, super soldiers. So you can understand Sanji's reservation to acknowledging that he has these powers. These capabilities. Alright, the animation kind of changed for Queen's Black Coffee Beam. Not this animation here, but specifically Queen here. The way he's drawn. Now he's thinking back to all the times he used the Germa suit. The raid suit. Not the Germa suit, but the raid suit. Sorry, I drew a blank on that. My apologies. Apparently using those raid suits kind of brought out those dormant superhuman capabilities that was in him. Your boy is bulletproof! Your boy is bulletproof! And all he says was, that hurt. This man got shot, okay? Regular bullets, let this sink in right now, everybody. Every Sanji fan that's out there. Sanji is now bulletproof. He can feel it, but it won't do anything to him. Cave chamber. Yo, Drake! Drake is just bodying everybody. Scratchman! Scratchman. Apu's just chilling with all of the numbers. Zanki! Fuga! Inbi! The numbers! Staircase between first and second floor inside the castle. Hey, we're back with Nami, Usopp, and Speed. Hey, they got Komachio. Yo, it's Kinemon's lower half! I still can't believe that this man is capable of communicating with people with his lower half just by, break and win. I still can't believe that's the thing he can do. And we still got Kinemon's upper half that's still over there. So we got Kinemon, who's still alive after being impaled by Kaido, sending his lower half after the Straw Hats. Or allies in order to help him. In order to get Kiku out there, who's still breathing, albeit faintly. Third floor inside the castle. Is that Robin and Brooke? Yeah, it is. And she's out and about now. She's up and moving. Yo, it's the Minx. They came in just in time. It's about time Robin and Brooke got some backup. Yo, it's Bowler Hat Guy. So CP0 is already making their move to get Robin. So the reasoning for Kinemon still being alive after being impaled by Kaido was because he was not properly put back together ever since Punk Hazard. Because it was the Straw Hats who put his body back together, but it wasn't Law. So, not only is Orochi showing up again with his ugly self, but Kanjuro is still somehow alive. Yeah, Kanjuro is definitely passing on to the afterlife if he's having dreams that people are applauding him for his performance. Yeah, Kanjuro is definitely on his last legs. He's bleeding profusely from the mouth. And he's using his own blood as ink. I don't understand how anyone could take Orochi so seriously with him constantly screaming. He's all like, burn with a burning rage and then murder everyone! That's how his voice range goes. Kurozumi Clan Suicide. Kazenbo! The final drawing of Kanjuro is a giant burning ghost. Oh, so now they want to announce that the entire castle's on fire? Got Marco, got Kawamatsu, Queen, and Sanji. We got King, who's still facing off against Zoro. Yeah, I don't even know. I can't wait to see this entire fight between King and Zoro animated. I can't wait. And we got Robin, Brook, and company facing off against CP0. So needless to say, there's so much going on right now as the entire place where they are is just burning slowly to the ground. So they don't have much time. And then we cut back to Luffy and Kaido. Woo! I like how Luffy's using a full-on palm strike to stop that. Ooh! Oh! Whoa! This is high. Whoa! Look at the color grade. Yo! Oh! Yo, that last bit makes up for pretty much the majority of this episode with that animation. On the next episode of One Piece, a countercharge. Law and Kids return attack combination. Oh, things are about to get so good right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, yet another fun episode of One Piece. I will say that it really focused on going to where everyone else is, dealing with Sanji, wondering what's going on with him. It cut to Speed, Usopp, and company as they come across the severed legs, the once again separated legs of Kinemon, and we come to find out that the reason why he survived is because since it was the Straw Hats who put him back together, and not Law, he technically, ever since Punk Hazard, has not been officially reattached to his body in full. How he managed to do everything he did from Punk Hazard all the way up until now without any part of him coming apart is anyone's guess, because that does not get answered in the anime, in the manga whatsoever. So if you're confused about how nothing has happened to his body overall, with him only being attached by the Straw Hats and not Law being the one who shambles him back into place, it don't get answered. I'm just saying. That's not a major spoiler or even an important plot point. That just doesn't get answered at all. So how he managed to do everything he did, being, you know, attached by someone else other than Law, it's like anyone's guess. But he's still alive. He wants someone to come and get Kiku. Then we cut to Robin and company, where they're currently being pursued by CP0. They're no longer sitting in the parlor. CP0 is now making a move on Robin to bring her back. Then we have Drake talking to a Pooh, and we see more of the numbers, Inbi, Zanki, and Fuga. And then we see Kanjuro, who's still alive enough to draw one last painting. You know, the burning manifestation of the Kurozumi Rage as it starts to burn through the entire castle and set even more of the place on fire. Then we cut to everyone doing their fighting and everything, including Zoro versus King. I can't wait to see that fight. But the real big takeaway, and I have to say, I had to be honest, the big takeaway from this entire episode was the moment where we see Luffy fighting Kaido at the end of the episode. That's when they put their whole foot in the drawing, in the animation, in the pot of animation. They put their whole foot in it because that animation, that short, and it was short. That short 35 seconds or 40 seconds worth of Luffy clashing with Kaido, it was beautiful. Everything else I feel like was kind of filler a little bit, except for the moment with Sanji. That's actually some important character development moments that's happening right there. And the whole Kanjuro thing. Well, a lot of it was progressing the story, but some elements was kind of all right. It was really the last bit of animation where it just had me like, oh, this is beautiful. But overall, pretty all right episode. pretty alright. I feel like they're holding the cards for much bigger moments. So we're getting like these sort of, softer episodes before we get the hard, serious episodes. So we're just going to have to wait until then to see how it pairs up next Saturday. But I'm done for tonight. Because I got to go and get this edited, uploaded, and then create the streams for the reactions tomorrow afternoon for all of you. So you guys let me know what you thought of this episode as a whole. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What's something that kind of bothered you? Just speak your mind about this episode. There are no wrong answers. Sorry, I thought something had pricked me in the back of the neck. I think it was these headphones. That's probably why I don't sit these on the back of my neck when I talk. But let me know what you thought of this episode as a whole. I'm going to go ahead and get this whole thing uploaded for all of you. So all I can say at the end of the evening is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.